We have all been there. When we decide to do something, we find ourselves procrastinating, thinking we'll do it later, and that later never comes. Whether what we need to do is something small or large, we can never seem to have enough time to do it. With this being said, if you are looking to be more productive and are looking to maximize your time, look no further. Here are 5 real and proven ways to be more productive. Number 1. Work on the most important tasks in the morning. Did you know that according to a study done by Robert Carter, our intracranial volume is at its highest in the morning? This means that you are much more productive in the morning immediately after you wake up. As the day goes on, your brain volume decreases, making it more difficult for you to focus on tasks. But even without this study, you can presumably understand how working on important tasks in the morning is better than doing it later. For one, once you wake up, you do not have any distractions around you, such as Instagram notifications, emails that you have to respond to, or brand new YouTube videos that are begging you to click on. Secondly, the moment you wake up, you are still collecting your thoughts and trying to plan out your day. Your plate is still empty, waiting for you to fill. Doing your most important tasks or most difficult ones in the morning will set the mood for the rest of the day. If you feel like there is something at the back of your mind for the whole day, then it is an obvious sign that you still have some unfinished business to attend to. In contrast, when you get the most complicated and difficult task done in the morning, you won't have any worries or anxiety for the remainder of the day. All this talk only leads to the conclusion that you should focus on your most prioritized works in the morning. If you have any doubts, just try it once and see for yourself. Number 2. Stop multitasking. Multitasking can seem to be the most efficient and productive way you can handle all your tasks for the day. However, in reality, there is simply no way that multitasking makes yourself more efficient. When you are doing more than one thing, your brain will constantly shift its attention. It's similar to having a well-rounded train of thought, only to have something intrude midway. How will you continue your train of thought like that? This is especially the case when you are in, quote, the zone or the flow, whereby you forget everything around you and focus on the one task at hand. The zone or the flow is a common thing that happens to many people who focus on a single task without getting distracted by things around them. In this case, it is a common occurrence that you wouldn't even notice time ticking away. Arguably, the most important factor of this is simply focusing at what is at hand and forgetting everything else. Because every time you pull away from what you are currently doing, you are breaking your undivided attention. Understandably, once you try to do multiple things at a time, you will realize the weight of all the things you have to finish and feel anxious about them. Comparatively, when you have a ton of work and feel like there are too many things to get done, you will most likely procrastinate. The thought that there is just too much to do will intrude and make you feel like it is utterly useless to even try to begin doing your tasks, but on the other hand, if it is just one thing, you will be productive. The trick is to simply stick to one thing and go for it. Number 3. Finish all small tasks in one go. Do you ever get that one small task that you must do, but simply don't want to because it's such a small task that you can do it later? What about when you have a small thing that you have to do in the future, but you have so much time to do it, that it just doesn't make sense to do it now? These things shouldn't be so bothersome, but every now and then, it comes to bite you. With these small annoyances, the best thing to do is to bundle them up and do it all in one day. Whether it be to call your insurance company, push back your school tuition fees, or subscribe to this channel, if you designate one specific day to do a collection of small tasks, you will break free from all the annoyances. If you don't know when to do them, just choose a day and designate the whole day to doing all the small stuff. After you've finished it, you will realize how little time it actually took, therefore, giving you the rest of the day to relax. Additionally, when you no longer have to think about these small tasks that you have to do, you will find yourself being much more productive doing something that is truly important. Number 4. Stay away from your phone. Smartphones are so smart that they are essentially a tiny computer in your hands. This, of course, is a double-edged sword. After all, how can you stay focused when you have 5 Instagram notifications, 2 new YouTube uploads to watch, 3 Reddit notifications, and 2 WhatsApp messages? Studies have shown time and time again that being on your phone makes you feel lazy, less likely to complete tasks, and be unproductive. Of course, we don't need studies to know that phones are time killers. The main purpose of having a smartphone is to be constantly up to date on certain events and news, therefore, being constantly notified about these things. Many phones have new features where you can set up a time to not be interrupted or receive any notifications, but the best way to be productive is to simply avoid your phone at all costs. Why is that? Well, for one, just knowing that you have access to all these technological features can give you the urge to check what's happening around you. How empowering do you feel to know that you have access to worldwide news within seconds of scrolling through your phone? China has a housing crisis? Well, let's check that out. Canada hates their prime minister? Well, let's see the reasons why. There are dozens and dozens of headlines that are meant to capture your attention. And just the thought of being able to discover wild, new things on your phone is a huge distraction from what is important in front of you. If you find yourself unable to focus while even having your phone near you, the best thing to do is to turn it off. This way, you won't receive any notifications, messages, or news events, and the curiosity of what is happening on your phone won't arise, because you won't be able to see what's happening when you try to unlock your phone to take a glance at it. To summarize in a few words, phone is bad. Number 5. Break larger tasks into smaller ones. You have probably heard this a few times, but breaking your tasks, no matter how big or small it is, will have its benefits. If you ever thought that writing a 15-page assignment is impossible, just take time to deconstruct it. A secret trick that I have personally used for all my years of study is the following. First, create your thesis and choose your key points which can support it. Then, to make sure that those points can be argued easily, check your online resources to see if there are scholarly articles that support your keywords. The most time-consuming part is reading or skimming all the resources that you have collected to structure some kind of argument and copying them onto your Word document. Next, arrange your quotes and paraphrases taken from the online resources in order of how you are going to present your key point arguments. Now that you have everything in order, the only thing remaining is for you to connect your quotes and paraphrases to support your key point, which, in turn, supports your thesis. After you have done the body paragraphs, finish your introductory paragraph and conclusive paragraph. By breaking down a 15-page Word document into smaller sections, you can allocate sufficient time each day to finishing a portion of the Word document. Quite obviously, this works for everything, not just doing essays, but considering the fact that everyone has written or wrote essays, I figured this one would be the most relatable. Whatever the task may be, the best thing for you to do to increase your productivity is to break it down into smaller tasks. This has been 5 proven ways to be more productive. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this.